Yes, sir, baby. On the Radar Radio, very special day. I got two of my guys here with me. Leeky Bandz YBC Jay. What up?
Good, my boy.
Welcome. What's good, bro? Last time you and I was talking,
we was virtually speaking.
You was in Little Italy.
Yeah, I was in Little Italy. I was out there.
He was at an Italian restaurant, chomping down on some having some light drinks.
Meters, yeah.
He was hella talkative too. That's the thing.
Monster meters, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to have you guys here today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You brought me new. I think we were talking about them, right? I think we were talking about them because there's more than just you and YBC. There's a few of y'all, right?
Group, definitely.
My boy YBC Belly. It's a couple of us.
It's a few of them. So we honestly they all just wanna. They did their group thing.
Mm-hmm.
They were still doing their group thing, and they just want to drop records by themselves and drop projects by themselves and move around and just network and expand. So I definitely just thought it was dope, and I'm like, yo, I wanna help you guys expand in any way possible.
That's dope. So it's like YBM but YBC.
Yeah. If y'all don't know what YBC stand for is Young Breeze Chasers.
Okay.
It's from a young group from the lower, and we just all like music, and then we have people that don't even make music that's in YBC, but they all like have something they want to contribute.
Yeah.
We just made a little group.
So like all like assistant managers.
Oh wow.
Like shit like that. Like
yeah,
people that wanna
just a
do
group
videos and learn. Like everyone wanna
went to
learn.
school with each other, grew up with each
Do
other,
something.
and just everybody embraced them in the neighborhood. Really.
So it's more than just like a group of artists. It's like a group of creatives.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
Group of like young bosses, like that got everything together, like
Definitely.
like a team.
That's fire. So how did y'all two first meet? How did you and all the YBC guys meet? Since there's a lot of y'all.
They all from my
Yeah,
neighborhood.
we all from
Okay, y'all all okay.
Neighborhood. I used to see them running around just being bad as shit. I mean, we was shooting a video in the Lower East Side. We brought, I don't know if it was the day we brought P&B Rock out there, or it was one of these times. We were shooting a music video, and there was some little famous kid on the block, and he was some little famous kid that they knew was, I guess, or something. So they trying to press him up, and I'm like, yo, I pulled him up. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? What are y'all doing? Like, yo. No, none of this on the set. Like, not on the bag. We're not gonna do this. Not on the bag.
Right.
You're going crazy. Like, he's here for the bag. You over here on a whole nother time. And what are y'all doing?
Yeah.
You're not letting this go down. He came here for a video shoot, and you over here talking about this. So
Being
just,
wild
you know,
boy,
like,
being wild young
it was
boys.
just-
Yeah,
being
that's when we
wild.
was like younger, and we were still trying to like really see what we was doing.
I just
Getting
they
shit
always
together.
really just stood out to me, and I was just like always wanting to just keep them in the right direction, but like without being there much. I used to just, whenever I'm around them, like try to steer them in the right direction, and then I'll disappear and come back and still try to, keep them in the right direction. And every time I'll come back, they'll be more elevated and more mature and just like not doing basically whatever I was telling them not to do last time or something. They'll be doing things better, and I was just like, nah. Like, I like these kids. I want
So y'all listen.
Yeah, we started learning.
They just started
As we got
listening.
older.
Yeah.
You saw like, you feel me, like life wasn't like something to play with. Like we were just playing too much with it. We
Right.
had something that we could went forward with. So we just took it and went forward.
Right. I definitely told you this story last time, but I remember it was like early college, and we were coming back from a show, and I remember me and my boy, we got on a bus.
Yeah, I remember
And,
this one.
and like we was dropping somebody off at like, I guess, their grandma's crib because he was like visiting in town. He don't live in New York, but he was visiting his grandma on the lower east. And I like we got off the bus. I'm like, I had no idea that these projects was here.
Oh,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Like my whole life growing up in New York, like I never had been to this area.
I think I told you too, when my first time being in Atlantic Records.
Yeah.
I was in the High Bridge, the label office. It's me, Charlie Murphy's son. I forget his name right now, Rebel Shalite or something. I don't remember his real name. But I was in there, they chopping it up with me. They was real interested in me, and a group of people just walked by, and they're like, oh, what's going on here? I was like, yo, we just in here with Leeky. Who's Leeky? I'm like, I'm Leeky. They're like, where's he from? Lower East Side. Lower East Side. I'm like, yeah, I'm from the projects. Projects?
A lot of
There's
people
no
don't know
projects in the Lower. I'm
East Side.
like,
Yeah.
you're telling me there's no projects in the Lower? Like, they really like, I've never seen like, you ever been on the FDR? Like, you ever got on the FDR?
Right.
South Street, South Road, none of that?
Right.
Water Street?
Right.
Amphitheater, none of this? I'm like, oh, man. So they really just, they was like, yo, I never knew there were projects in the Lower East Side. I was like, it was like so mind-boggled. I was like, no. We gotta shine more light on this. This is outrageous.
I wasn't that mind boggled by it because I was just like, oh, okay, this makes sense because I never have been in this area.
Yeah.
But for them to be like, what do you mean there's What do you mean there's projects on the Lower
I
East
was
Side?
really like,
Right in
yo,
front of
like,
my
People don't know
Soho?
that.
I'm like, that's projects like everywhere. Like what? So I was just like, dag. I was real shocked and surprised. Like how you never knew there was projects in the Lower East Side.
Right.
That's really what I was thinking.
Nah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me give him a second. This is your camera person. We'll let them slide up
That's
in
George
there.
and them. I bet.
All right, cool. What's up, man?
What's up, King?
So growing up I mean, you told me a little bit of your experience growing up, but what was it kind of like growing up for you in
It was-
in the LES?
It was really more like
You gotta be
LES isn't too
detailed,
big. Like
too.
LES isn't really a big. For me, it's not really big. But I had my little group of friends, and we just ran around doing our own thing. Like first, we started playing ball, and we were going to community center, and we just all had a bond, and then that's how it came about the music, really, because we all just getting in trouble. And then we all just saw like that trouble wasn't it, because like we had people like Leeky and other role models in the lower that tell us like, yo, like that's not it, like you're not gonna get nowhere with that, like y'all got this music, go crazy with it, like. And we was just playing with it, like we was dropping a little bit, then just not worry about the music, just you feel me, we was in the streets, we was doing our own thing.
Another thing, they were selling merch. And I'm like,
Nah, yeah.
merch.
That's
I
when we
was
started
like,
ourselves.
Stick on the merch, bro. Like, I'm seeing them having little girls around wearing it, taking pictures.
For real?
And stuff. I'm like,
Okay.
Yeah, that's when we knew we had the kids like attention.
Got the culture.
That's when we just started elaborating with it.
And so that's kind of when like all y'all kind of came together to form the collective
Yeah,
too.
that's when we understood like we have something that we can actually go somewhere with. Then we made YBC. Then we had my boy Reg. He was making the merch. He was putting the money down, getting it printed from
Shout out to Reg,
one of my
man.
boys
Shout out
named
to
Freaky
Reg.
Fridge. He like
Freaky Fridge.
yeah,
Freaky Fridge. He's
from
big
the
in
lower.
LES too.
Okay.
Yeah, he got like his own thing with
There's
like
a lot
LES
of,
hats and stuff.
Merchandise and
And he-
LES merchandise.
He saw us at a show and he wanted to help us, so he helped us start our merch.
Shout out to Freaky Fridge
Yeah,
and
shout
the
out
Lower
Freaky
East Side,
Fridge.
man.
For real.
That's dope. And then
Yeah,
now
definitely.
we here with the future sounds.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what
Shout
is
out
so
to True Life too, man.
Now yeah, shout out to True Life for real.
Definitely, he
He
tucked
definitely
on
tried to
that
give me an
one.
opportunity.
He
Dope.
tucked on that one. Shout out to True Life, man. True Life
He
was
looked out,
major,
he
man.
saw something. He
Shout out to the big homie.
tuned in.
I love that.
Yeah.
So we got the future. I see now we got the chains. These are new, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he just got these probably like 5 months ago. He just got his, yeah.
So the future sounds, we spoke a little bit about it before.
Yeah, we spoke about
But
it.
now that we're in person, so tell me about Future Sounds. Like, what is Future
So
Sounds?
Future Sound is a 100% independent media and entertainment agency. So we based out of like Lower East Side Manhattan. We're the #1 agency in Lower East Side Manhattan. Basically, we do merchandise, distribution, publishing. We event plan. We do shows, like literally everything media and entertainment based. And we call ourselves like the mini powerhouse in the Lower East Side. So we try to focus on the independent community and the underground culture. Just help them structure and move like they were the major label, really.
And that's what you've been doing with the young guys from the LES too.
Definitely.
Because we were speaking a little bit about it. We were speaking about like your plans for Future Sound,
Yeah.
like earlier this year, and kind of like you had, and this was around the time of the last project. You had like these great big plans and big ideas, and kind of like literally taking things into the future of like of music.
Yeah, for surely. So now we're actually executing some of the plans, some of the visions. Like right now, we're getting into a new ticketing service.
Okay.
Where we just started this new ticketing platform where artists are able to perform for free, 100% free, and all they do is sell tickets, and they generate 50 to 80% of their ticketing revenue, depending on how much they sell. And basically, as long as you sell over the minimum, you're definitely getting 80% or better. You may even get 100% as long as you're selling out. You sell out, you get 100% of your revenue, which is dope. Because we give the independent artists that opportunity and that feel to feel like they're at a Rolling Loud, or to feel like they're performing and they're actually,
getting paid
you know,
for it.
like they're getting paid to perform, and I'm getting a front end or a back end. So that's what's definitely dope about the idea of it, and just keeping these artists doing something, like keeping them doing something every month, like beyond just showcasing. We also we're working on a texting management platform, basically, where we'll be able to manage more artists. So we'll be able to, because we have a community of 687 people, and we have 234 subscribers on our website with 10,000 monthly visits. So basically, we focus on just the smaller and underground community, and we try to build them that service of like what a major and what a big artist would have, that platform that a big artist would have. So we offer them so many services, and basically every service that the industry provides us, we offer.
And where are these artists like performing at? Like, what's the?
We're doing the first one we did in 2019 was at Sea Lounge,
Okay,
on the Lower East Side, which sold out. We had a line like to around the corner all the way to like Avenue, somewhere.
Dope.
We had a line like all the way around
Dope.
the corner. We had Stunner Gambino, PNV Jay. They actually performed also. YBC Jay, YBC Belly, and performed. Jay Cino also performed, and Doggy Crazy, who's now signed to Empire Latin. And we just was like, we started on that platform, and then the pandemic has shut us down. So now we're just now getting back on that feel, back on that vibe, which we're sort of still having a little problem because some of the venues that we're looking at are saying that all of the attendees may need a vaccination and stuff like that. So we're looking into better methods and to getting this platform available 24/7 to basically where there's shows going on almost every day for these artists.
Oh, that's dope. So okay, so the first one was kind of because you said you had PNV, you had Stunner. So
yeah,
at that point, were they at now, or were they kind of? This was before like Demons and all those came out.
This is before Demons. This is basically when these guys are just starting out and getting into their situation and basically trying to network and get out there. So I just thought it was a dope opportunity. I also had Fish Money, my guy Fisher. Shout out to Fisher. He models for Gucci, a few spots, and I had my boy Fisher there. We had a few influencers, and we just wanted to just bring like that vibe to independent artists, upcoming artists, and just the future of the sound of music, really. So we just was like, hey, let's build this show platform. That's why we named it Future Fest. It's not really a big festival, but it's just a regular artist showcase. But we base it off of like,
and the artists get money.
Idea, yeah. The artists get 80% of their revenue. They get to sell their merchandise there.
Oh, cool.
Also, other vendors and stuff like that. Also, which gives it a dope feel. Yeah, Villa Viva Rose sponsoring it, and I think Sarah reached out and wanted to send the blue bottles for Future Fest. So we're hoping that we can make that happen. So, yeah, like we're just expanding and just trying to get the network bigger for artists. Also, we're also gonna have a Future Sound starting off. Many like as soon as they get off the stage, like their recap videos and stuff like that also. So we're just just giving the independent artists that vibe and that feel,
an opportunity to feel like you actually putting your platform out there without having to pay to perform.
Definitely,
it's more of like you selling tickets, you sell a certain amount of tickets.
Yeah, and we also have a paid slot performance for artists who don't want to go around selling tickets, but we really go around with the first round, and we go out and we give out like 15 to 10 free slots, and then they go on, they sell their tickets, earn their revenue, and then once all of the slots free up and we get tight with the spaces, that's when the rest of the people have to pay for slots. So we do it basically like that. Right.
You try to do as much as you can for the artists to like kind of be able to be like, yo, go sell your tickets, do this. Yeah. But if you want the option of like, I don't really feel like trying to sell tickets, I just want to pay to perform, you can do that too.
Yeah, because there's like so many artists that do that. There's so many artists that hit us up that wanted to do that, and we actually had to reschedule, and we was like, hey, you do it for the next one. We're 2-4 right now. Like, we're trying to keep it really for the independent artists to build that core fan base and that support system, which is dope too.
Right. No, I love that. Yeah. Well, since obviously you're signed to Atlantic, right? What do you try to instill in your young guys, like when they're shopping around for labels or trying to go in those routes?
He knows. I tell him, make sure you selling. He sold out all his tickets for the Future Fest. He sold out all the YBC merch. Like these guys, like, you get what I'm saying? Whatever product we get on hand it's basically sold out. The pre-saves, we basically had like I think 1,000 pre-saves before the single was even out for Promise. Wow. Yeah, like so it was just like certain things like that where now he's at 20,000 streams on YouTube. His YouTube is now at 228 subscribers. So everything is just like
you see the evolution, everything going up. Like you see it.
So
like,
I definitely give him
from where it started to like where you look now. Like from each video, you see progress. You see something going somewhere.
Right. Yeah. Right, and that obviously is like the most important part. You want to see those things. You want to see like the fruits of your labor continuously go up.
And then I also like let him know like you're not really gonna do well with a label, or it's not gonna it's not gonna turn out your way with a label if you're not selling. You gotta sell. All your product gotta go. If all your product is going, then okay, you understand, somebody will settle with you. Somebody will sit down and settle with you. But if the product is not going, you have no say. So as long as your product is going, you can do whatever you want to do. Sky's the limit.
Right.
You understand? And he definitely listens and he pays attention to that. And he's like, yo, I want to go hard, push these tickets. I want to do this. And we actually, after he sold out majority of his tickets, before he even sold out his tickets, we did like a 15-ticket giveaway. And then, like, as soon as we posted the link for it, basically before they get the free ticket, they would have to subscribe to his Spotify and download his new single. And then they would be entering the contest to win a free ticket.
Oh, that's fire. So you're finding other ways to kind of get people more engaged and whatnot.
Yeah. And then also, as soon as we posted the link up for that, his tickets just sold out. Like, as soon as the link went up, I'll say like 20 minutes after, he got like 10 more ticket sales, and then it was just sold out. I was like, all right.
Crazy.
I was like, all right, let's go.
That's fire. So you really be showing them like how to like move around and kind of use different ways to promote other things at the same time.
How to basically just get other viewers to understand and listen to your story. Period. Like, there's other ways you can market your story and get your point across. So we just show them, like, do it in any form possible, any form that you're comfortable with.
Right.
Any shape, form, like, you know, any way you know how to do it, let's do it. Let's execute it.
Mm-hmm.
Try to advance it and just make sure it's structured and ran properly.
Right. So your debut project is coming soon.
Yep,
this month.
August 28th.
August 28th. Are you excited?
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
I've been wanting to drop this like.
He wanted to drop this when
2 months ago.
We did
like
the interview.
Oh really?
When we did the interview,
like March, February.
Got this project I want to drop.
Yeah, I've been wanting to drop this, but we had a label meeting, and that's what really made me reconstruct it, cause like how they felt about it was like everything was like one or two of the same styles. So that's when I had to go back in the lab and recreate and put different shit together just to make it sound a little bumpy, a little more for the ladies, a little different, like each piece of work, cause it's like a 6-song project.
Right, and you have 4 songs on streaming right now.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So are any of those songs going to be on it too, or is this all 6 new joints?
The Dying Love that just dropped on YouTube, it's not on no platforms yet because I saved it to put on the project.
Okay.
So that's going to be one that's out. That's going to be on old platforms with the project.
Okay.
So there's a YBC record on there.
Yeah, with me and my boy YBC Belly.
Right, which I saw you post that one. You posted that one a little while ago, right? Yeah. Saw that on the gram.
Yeah, and then Promise is definitely going to be on there because those are my 2 recent records.
Okay, cool. So, but there will be a few new joints on there.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we have a name for this project yet?
Underdog Status.
The Underdog Status.
Yes, sir.
You feel like the underdog.
I really am the underdog. Like, in reality, I'm really the underdog.
We're waiting for a few verses back, too. There may be a few features on it, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, yeah.
Good 1 or 2.
He wants to drop so quick. I want some features on it, but it's just the timing. So we're waiting for certain mixes, waiting for certain people to get back to New York and certain stuff. So it's definitely coming August 28th.
Do you feel like that's also a little bit of your label background? Kind of jumping out. You like. Wait a second.
Yeah.
I got. You gotta do this. You gotta do this. You can't just drop this.
I let him know. I was like, yo. I'm like, bro.
It's
it's
a machine.
This is like our first project. Like, you know, we drop projects with me, with Atlantic Records, executive produced projects with Atlantic. We've done a few films. We did a commercial with Amuse. We did a few projects and stuff like that. But we've never like actually distributed, published, and marketed a full-blown EP beyond myself. So I was just like, nah, you gotta make sure this is like
the best thing.
This has to be a standard ovation for you. Like, this got to be a standard ovation. And let alone, this is like our first project. So this has to be a standing ovation in both, like on our marketing end, on our, you know, releasing in and rollout in.
Right, because it's the first project under Future Sound. Definitely. Like that,
Yeah.
What about the other? Is there any more joint YBC things on the way? Like, is there anything going on with that at the moment?
Definitely I'm definitely after this project.
Okay.
We was thinking about doing like a group project or something. Like, it's still in the works, but once we figure it out, it'll definitely be either a group project or a couple more singles.
They really just want to find the best situation to get down and actually build these projects with. So until then, they're just like, yo, let's just network and let's just drop whatever we drop, and we drop a few records by ourselves. Let's test
the waters and shit.
But they're really like, they want to find the best, you know, place for them and the best home for them.
Right.
To actually, you know, roll out YBC and their first project, their first singles and things of that nature. So I definitely think that it's smart of them for doing that, and I definitely, like, I congratulate them on that, man. It's definitely genius.
Yeah, that's definitely dope.
It's definitely genius, man.
And then as for you, or were you gonna say something?
Nah, I wasn't gonna say.
I thought you were about to say
anything
something.
now, so.
As for you, you dropped the Pennywise little project a little while ago.
So yeah, I had dropped Pennywise with my boy Cyrus Ghost. Shout out to Cyrus Ghost. He's going crazy with Rocco Ballin and
Yep, salute Rocco, salute 26. Yep.
Shout out to my guys. And we actually did this project around the time I did the Vice film. So this project is maybe like 2 years old, a year, 2 years old.
Oh wow, okay.
And I just like same vibe how they're like with the YBC group thing, how they're like waiting on the perfect time. With Cyrus, I was just like, yo, I'm actually waiting on the perfect time. Like Cyrus was ready to go like a year before that. He was like, yo, let's do this. He had a whole rollout plan. He was gonna pay for the videos and everything. I was just like, yo, bro, I wanna drop this at a certain time. Like, let's chill real quick. And then we just felt like it was the perfect time. Like let's roll it out. Let's give it to him just for the transition that we're about to do. Just the new Future Sound rollout. Even when they listen to the compilation, just the sound and just the new vibes that I'm getting into with music, and just more so giving them more of that old feel that they wanted from me, more rapping, less auto tune,
right?
And just showing, conducting reconstructing hip hop right now. So that's what I'm really like focusing on. So I loved what Griselda and I was doing. Rock Marciano, I'm a big influence of Lloyd Banks, Jada Kiss, The Lox, Jay-Z. So I'm just like, yo, with Life After Future, I gave them, something that I felt was dope for the younger generation, something that's dope for the older generation also, and for the females. But I'm like, now I wanna speak to hip hop real quick. Now I wanna speak to the listeners. I wanna really give them a quality project. And that's also why I extended the deal with Atlantic. Like, hey, I got one more in me. I want to give y'all this one more. I want to do this run with Future Sound. I'll give y'all this one more. I want to do my story, my book, because I dropped my story, my single. So I want to working on my book beyond YBC Jay and just the Future Sound as the agency. I'm working on my book, publishing that. We're getting right now we're getting it written up. We're still working on getting it written up with like 25%. Started in the process.
Writing a book is not easy.
It's not. It's hard as hell. So I'm honestly looking for like a team of like 5.
5 writers to help you write it.
I want it to be like so descriptive and detailed because I really want to base the film off of like the movie and the record. So the record was low-key as detailed as I can make my life and as detailed as I can really put it, the record, my story. So I was just like, I want to give them a book and then we give them a short film for it. If the book does well, not if, when the book does well, we'll give them a short film for it.
That's dope. So a book and a film about your life are could work on the work.
I'm not gonna be acting in it.
You gotta have like a cameo, somebody on the street, some shit like that.
Later in, like after I get signed to something in the film or something, probably. But I really want it to be like full blown actors in it, like actors, like a whole.
Proper production.
Yeah, proper production, basically. I want this to be executed well. And I actually got a few actors in mind that I want to be definitely having certain roles in it.
Okay.
But I don't want to throw it out there because it definitely wouldn't be guaranteed.
Right.
So I'll do the book and then we'll get to start throwing out who actors we want in the film.
Do you feel like another project is coming this year, or do you feel like you're just focused on the Future Sound
another
stuff for the rest of the year?
project this year for surely.
For surely.
For surely.
For surely. Okay.
After the compilation. So really after the compilation, I got this joint project, me and Don Smith. And this project is NMFG. We're looking to make this an NFT.
Ooh, that's exciting.
We gotta fly out, meet YBC Jay, the whole Future Sound camp. We gotta fly out to LA, either beginning or mid-September. I'm trying to go meet with Meta World Peace.
Why do you have to meet with Meta World Peace? Why?
Because I want him to narrate NMFG. It's done.
I love that.
My album is done. 80% produced by Sapuda. Shout out to Sapuda. He's a legendary producer in the underground community. And he's just now getting his roses. He's iconic. Don Smith is legendary from Harlem. And the whole project is basically done.
Now, have you spoken to Meta World Peace already about narrating it?
I haven't spoken to him about it, but I've spoken to him about other stuff.
Well, that's family, so you
I
know.
had him come through on the Leeky Bandz podcast also, and you know, a few things.
So you have there have been like a conversation,
I
but nothing crazy.
It for him. That's why.
Right, you don't want to just be like, yo, so I wanted you to narrate this. You want to actually like be like, this is what you're going to be narrating.
Yes.
And you want him to like actually be like fully into it and committed and all that.
Yeah.
I like that. That's dope. Meta World Peace. I feel like that'd be hard. That would be dope. I'm into that.
Be iconic.
But you know, you skipped over the compilation project. You skipped over it because like you sneakily dropped this record with Roddy Ricch from the project on YouTube. So talk to me about
giving hints out. I'll be trying to give hints.
You know, did you promote? I don't even think you promoted it. You just kind of dropped it out.
We threw it on SoundCloud. I called a few people at SoundCloud. Threw it on YouTube. Reached out to a few people over there. Threw it on Audio Mac. Audio Mac trended it. Shout out to Kim and the whole Audio Mac team. And we just like threw it out to just test the waters. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna add it on the Future Sound compilation.
That's dope.
Yeah.
How did that Roddy song come about?
So I was in LA. It was me, Fat Ricky.
Salute Fat Ricky.
Yeah, shout out to my brother. It was me, Fat Ricky, and Kid Culture, and Kiefer. And Roddy Ricch was he just so happened to be next door. This is when I was working on Life After Future also. So he just so happened to be next door. So I stopped working on my project. I go over there to go listen to his joint, and he's freestyling, sitting down like this, like how we doing this interview.
Yeah.
He's recording like this. I put the new phones. I'm like, what? I'm like, nah, bro.
You're like, this man different.
So he finished, and then he like, yo, what's up? Nah, yo, we out to your session. Like it was nothing. I'm like, yo, bro, that was a fucking hit right there, bro. I'm like, yo, that was a hit, bro. And he just like, yo, we out to your session now. Come on. So we go in the room. I start playing a few records. And then Kid Culture plays this beat. And I just started freestyling on it. I go in the booth. I lay it down. He's like, yo, I want to get on this. I'm like, yo, you sure? He's like, I'm on this. Like, yo, you ready? Yeah, you ready? He goes straight in, freestyles it in like 5 minutes.
Wow, that's amazing.
Shit.
And now we got the record on the project.
Hell yeah. I was like, damn, let's get it.
So what's it looking like for the project? When can people expect that?
For the Future Sound compilation, we really just waiting on the last mixes from T-Gut. Shout out to T-Gut at Audio Mac, creative director. He works with ASAP Ferg, DJs for Ferg, I think, and he works with a few people. So we went to Audio Mac over there. We played him a few of the records on NMFG. And he added a crazy spice to it, and then I was just like, yo, this record is too. It gave me a soundtrack feel. The record with T-Gut. So I was like, yo, this is special. We're not gonna put it on NMFG. We're gonna throw this on the Future Sound compilation because it has the perfect feel for it. It's so up temp and it's so turned up, but it still has that grimy and that rap feel to it. So. It's definitely a dope feel. So I'm waiting from the stems from T-Gut right now, and we basically gonna distribute it.
That's amazing.
Once we get
so
the
coming
stems,
soon.
Yeah, once we get the stems, I'll say September 1st.
So like right after your project.
Yeah, literally right after.
And it's gonna be like totally separate. So like we're not gonna really combine them and put them on the same platforms. It's gonna be on like different interactions. Basically, a whole different feel, a whole different vibe. So that's why I'm like, it's good that they're taking along with the stems because it gives us more time. So I'm like, yo, maybe we should pitch for September 14th or mid-September when we're out in LA. We just let loose over there. We drop it while we set this meeting up.
Well, that's exciting. You know, it's funny. I was watching your IG story. You were going off on your IG. Well, when we're recording this, the day that you were going off on your IG story a little bit.
Yeah.
Why were you going off? Why people using your name?
Oh nah, man. Cause
what did you say? I wrote it down. Hold on. What did you say? It was something about people using your name. I wrote it down a little bit.
So right, I feel like they was just throwing my name around too frequently. So I was just like, nah, man. We gotta differentiate that because when we going to do our like campaigns and our press, I was just like, yo, it causes a little conflict. So I just wanted to get the understanding out there. That was it.
Oh, that was it. Because you also tweeted not long ago that you was like everybody was an op, but I'm like damn.
On Twitter?
Yeah.
On Twitter, I be
You be wilding on Twitter. I ain't gonna lie.
I be on Twitter. I go on Twitter and be like, yo, I ain't post nothing. Say everybody op. I let them know like, yo, this is what everybody's on the scoreboard. Everybody.
That's hilarious. Yeah, cause I wanted to clear that up because I was like, oh, he was talking spicy today.
No, but I'll be playing. It's marketing. Future Sound is 100% independent. It's nothing personal with nobody. It's nothing personal. Like it be a little, you know, we playing around. We throwing it out there. That's it.
So after that, so we got your project, compilation project, and your next project, some NFT stuff.
Yeah, definitely going in the NFT route.
What else is that? What else is coming from y'all?
After that, just the Future Fest.
Future Fest, okay.
August 27th.
And just really, like I said, the book and the short film. That's all I'm focusing on. There's no more music from me after that.
No more music. Nah. You done with music?
I'm done. I'm being with my daughter. We trying to go on a vacation soon. We trying to figure out where we're gonna go. So we're trying to go on an island somewhere to go relax.
Nah, but hold on. Are you like actually done with music like permanently, or are you?
No, I'm gonna come on.
Oh, I was like, that's why I was like confused. You're like no more music. That's why I was confused.
I'm talking about I'm going to go take me a break.
I was like, my man is out here like on his Chris Brown shit. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna quit. I'm done with music.
I'm going to put the sandals on the beach.
You want to have like the full uncle fit on like some beach in the Caribbean.
On the beach, and then I'm gonna come back.
Okay, cool. Because I thought you was like, I'm done with music. I'm not doing that shit no more. I was like, bro, if you don't stop,
I'm gonna let it breathe. It's oversaturated right now. It's too much going on. So I'm like
in the music industry.
Yeah. So we're gonna finish this up and then.
Well, it's just because everything's kind of getting back open slowly but surely.
And then I'm just big on like, I want to really be there with my daughter. So I'm like, yo. Just
after the business is straightened out in the next couple months, you could take that like vacation.
Definitely.
And then you're gonna leave them. You're gonna leave the YBC guys by themselves to rain hell.
Nah, Future Sounds 24/7. He know. Yeah. Future Sounds 24/7. Even if I'm not, bringing him somewhere, somebody's bringing him somewhere. Future Sounds.
Somebody gonna make sure you get to where you gotta be on time.
Something we gonna figure something out.
Future Sounds 24/7. We do not close. We don't shut down.
It's crazy. Since the last time we talked, there's so much has happened in like the New York music shit too.
For real.
It's like 4 or 5 months. So much shit has happened.
There's like 10 or 15 new artists also.
More than that.
You know what I'm saying? So
more than that.
That's why I'm like, it's oversaturated. Let people eat. Let some people get in the game.
Well, I just think it's because like last summer, none of the big artists dropped, right?
Yeah.
And then now this summer, it's like, okay, all the people who got big last year and who found that lane during the pandemic
definitely
now are like having to drop the same time as like the Drakes and like the Tylers and Lil Babies and shit like that.
That Tyler Creator project was crazy.
Yeah, that shit was amazing.
It was crazy.
But like that's like now you got people dropping every single day now because of that. So it's
going crazy.
It is becoming a little more.
And then I just was like,
everyone's flooding right now, so it's mad like.
Like I was going through the phase where I was flooding and I wanted to flood. So I'm just like, I want to chill on it.
Right. Now it's just kind of like, now that everything's
oversaturated. Jay over here breathing. I'm letting him breathe and feel me do his thing. I'm like, all right, let me.
It was cool while everything was in lockdown because it's just like, well, we don't got nothing else to do, so we might as well just oversaturate it.
For real.
So we have enough music when everything opens back up. But now it's like, oh, okay, everything's open back up. Now it's a little too much.
Definitely like, after NMFG, I'm definitely like not looking to drop another project for like the next 2 years, 2 to 3 years.
Because it's just like at that point, it's like it's like the Atlantic record stuff we talked about before the interview. Take your time with it.
Yeah, that's why I say I actually love what Atlantic like with that structure now. Before I hated it. When I first got with them, I hated it. I was just because I wanted to flood
every day. Yeah.
But now that I flooded, it's like I got it out. I understand that I want to do it like this.
And now you feel like you're grown enough where you could take this time. You could let the young guys take over.
Because now I can manage Jay, move around with him, and do what he needs to do for his projects. You understand? And just really sit down and just market my projects and do the analytics on my projects. So it's like right now I'm just focusing on Jay and just probably gonna be throwing more marketing on the music that's already out. But other than that, I'm like chilling.
What do you feel like is like the one thing that you really try to instill in all of them when you first started working with them?
Would you want to answer that?
Yeah, they put you through the ringer.
Just focusing, like just staying on the right path, like just not like letting like just working hard and just not letting distractions get to us because of the environment we was in. shit like that.
Don't slip up.
Yeah, don't let the distractions distract you. Like, avoid the distractions.
And just also like the business structure too. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta make sure you're doing a certain amount of pre-saves, or make sure you selling a certain amount of merchandise and a certain amount of tickets,
And just doing
listen,
everything right without rushing it, and just, you feel me, like
plan everything out,
planning
be
everything, yeah.
strategic, and know what you want to do. So yeah, that's really all we try to like tell an artist, or unless an artist already has that, that's really what we try to teach artists and help them with. But other than that, like, the artists that we work with already, they have that understanding, and they're willing to, you know, sit down and actually plan things out to get where they need to go. Yeah,
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, it's definitely dope that way.
Well, I appreciate y'all being here. We better
Appreciate
set
you
up for
for
the
having us.
freestyles
Yeah,
because y'all about
appreciate
to.
you.
for real.
Y'all both about to freestyle.
Yeah, we about to knock
Normally,
this
when
out
multiple
quick.
people come here, it's only like one of them wants to freestyle, but y'all both want to freestyle today, so I'm very excited for that.
He wanted
do
to
it.
freestyle, and I was just like, damn, I ain't
Alright, shit.
freestyle. Fuck it.
Yeah, now that
like,
once you were like, oh, I got to freestyle, then you putting the pressure on him because
Yeah.
now
You wanna
he's like, how am I
I'm
gonna?
like, damn.
He's like, I've been on this show before. I ain't freestyle yet. What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm like, yo, I ain't get one off.
Well, let the people know where they can follow you at. Anything else that they got to know, now's the time to do it. Y'all got y'all personal cameras right here.
Follow me at. You can
Yeah,
follow
go
me
first.
At, my fault, bro.
Nah, go
You can
first.
Follow me at YBC Jay_. I'm on YouTube, SoundCloud at YBC Jay. Underdog Status dropping August 28th. Future Fest August 27th, and we definitely doing a back to school drive September 1st in Lower East Side.
Yes, sir.
Boom.
Really, he said all I need to be said. I'm Leeky Bandz. You can find me on Instagram at LilItaly_ FutureSoundNY.org on the websites or Google, whatever you want to do. And that's it. I ain't really got much to say. Go!
Leeky Bandz YBC Jay on the radar, baby.
Yes, sir. Shout out to you, boy.